Hey everybody, I am down at the toy store. This place is a disaster zone. Normally I'd be like, hey, controlled chaos, we got this, no problem. Nope, not controlled, not at all, just chaos. Something I always say, if your toy store doesn't have big piles of toys everywhere, is it really a toy store? I spent this morning out and about buying new shelves, well, new to the toy store, used shelves, but new for us, boxes, storage totes, things we need to get the ball rolling on cleaning this place up. I want to show everybody the shelving I got. Got a great deal, $100. Got this grid wall rolling shelf situation here. Actually got two of those. My dump table came in the mail. This thing is going to help us out tremendously. And here is the second grid wall rolling shelving unit. That all sounded really official, right? But a dump bin, a couple more shelves, really gonna help me out. I've got 10 of these 27-gallon stackable totes. They were on sale for $8 at Menards. I walked past them and said, $8, is that right? And I picked up 10 of them. That's a pretty good deal on those. I did get some more boxes, gonna load them with toys, scuff stuff, whatever I need to fit in a box. Most of the time I don't need to buy boxes. Most of the time I have way too many boxes. The latest Target buy, there were 0 boxes. Almost all the other buys we've done, there have been at least some boxes, but there was nothing. It's just like they chucked it into these big dunk tanks, put a sticker on it and said, hey, there you go. I got really busy, but I am starting to formulate a plan. I cleaned this rack all up. I got this kind of cleaned up. I'm gonna put some of the new Funko on there, get some of that off the floor. There is a lot of Funko and it needs to find a home. My main deal with this pile of Funko, just get some pricing on it. People have been coming up, picking out stuff they like, and it works for right now. I'm not saying it's a huge priority to get that thing moved and picked up. The big thing I need to focus on today, I have to get this pile off the figure wall. Most of the stuff over here, scuff stuff, things I can't sell, the old Target tape it up special. I want to get it out of there. I'm really just clearing a path for my shelves and stuff like that. I don't want to box all of this stuff up. I don't want to do double work. Transformers, dang, TMNT Ultimate Battle. It's too bad it is scuff. If it's in a Target bag, that doesn't necessarily mean I can't sell it. Just kind of means I need to double check it, look at it, make sure it's okay to put on the shelf. These Tony starter sets, they are actually in pretty big demand around the store. I've had people coming in asking about these. This haul had quite a few. I'm hoping they're not returns because I am seeing some stickers, some stuff like that. Not necessarily red flags, but I need to double check these as well. Some of this stuff gets pulled out of the box when it's packed up, shipped, moved in, who knows, but I found the box, I'll tape it together. If you see it going into a cardboard box, I can't sell it. It's a toy that's damaged, it doesn't have packaging, something's going on with it. If it's going into a plastic tote, it's gonna get set aside, it's gonna get priced. I'm gonna stack the totes in front of this pile. I kinda wanna close this off so people can't dig through it. My main concern, I don't want people damaging product, I don't want people opening stuff. The only way to stop that is to organize it a little bit, close it off. These totes are empty, kind of a dual purpose situation. Fill them up as I go, and it kind of blocks that area off. I wasn't planning to use these for this purpose, but I'm actually kind of liking it. There are still a lot of great toys back here I want to show people. Things like this we didn't have before, and I'm really glad we have them now. I picked up this bucket. Who doesn't need a bucket with handles? I'm gonna use this and put little stuff in here. It's common sense, I guess. I should have had some of this stuff laying around already, but this is our first toy store. I'm learning on the fly. There's a lot of these little things, Trolls Minis, Tonys. I'm trying to find a home for all that stuff, hopefully up near the register. A lot of cool Disney 100 stuff. Some of it needs taped up a little bit, but one thing you are going to be an expert in, if you're in Overstock, you will be an expert in taping up stuff. I've got a separate tub going for figures. That's because the figure wall is very full. I'll put figures in this tub, I'll price them, put the lid on it, have them ready to go. When a figure sells, I'll be ready to replace it. It seems like common sense. You should have toys ready to go to fill in the holes, but we've only been going for a couple months, and yikes, that sounded bright. We've only been going for a couple months and we didn't have this many toys in the store. We're kind of at that spot now where we have just enough toys, maybe a little more toys than we should, but we have just enough toys to fill all the spots in the store without having a bunch of duplicate stuff on the shelves. I'm making some progress back here. Shouldn't have any issues getting it cleaned up, at least to this point. After I get that cleaned up, I'm gonna get all these wire shelves out of the way. We are kind of making a transition in the toy store. When we got our first set of shelves, I say set, when we got our first batch of shelves, we had a lot of toys where we had 10, 20, 30 of every toy. With the Target buys, you might get 1,600 toys like we got, and you'll have 900 unique items. I think I'm saying that right. You might have, say, 10-inch Funko She-Hulks. Why did I pick that example? You might have 10 She-Hulks, right? But you might have one Captain America, one Aquaman, one whatever it is, a lot of single items. Yikes. This is probably like yesterday where I was rhyming everything I said for some reason. I'm running on no sleep. I'm a little exhausted, but I hope everybody knows what I mean. The buys we're getting now, they're gonna look a lot better on this wire shelving. The store is kind of a living organism. It evolves, it adapts, and that's gonna be pretty evident up front. The front of the store is definitely getting a bulk of the changes. You're gonna see this shelf in here. I'm gonna be moving these three displays a little bit closer together. That should open up some room on the end to get another display in here. I've already moved all of this up so I can put some shelving down the middle. The great thing about most of my shelving, most of my displays, I bought it with wheels on it, and that was pretty intentional. I knew that the store would always be changing. I would always want to change it up. I think that'll make the store look fresh, make it look different, allow us to be very versatile. We're not going to get the same size toys all the time. We need to have shelving that adapts to that. And I think we're getting there. One thing I've been doing, pricing stuff as I go. I've got these new shelves. I've got other spots in the store I need to fill. It saves me from having to box it up, move it around a couple times. It's a little bit slower, yes, but in the long run, I'm gonna be glad I did it. Since this is a Target Overstock load, the best way to price these things, scan it with the Target app and then just knock 20, 30, 40% off. Just want to clarify this. There is a formula we kind of use for our stuff. It's not just, hey, what do we want to price this? I mean, it is, but it's not. Oh boy. See, this is why I don't talk about price. I was talking a little bit earlier about store revamp. This back area here, this is what I would call like a toddler section, smaller child. This is all getting revamped. That's going to happen after I get this kind of tore out, not tearing it out. After I get the shelves replaced in here, I'll be doing that a little bit at a time, section by section. I like it. I like getting in here, doing some projects, keeping the store changing. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of work. It's really rewarding, but I really like doing it. This is really unfortunate. Got this Barbie case, been taped, and it sounds empty. Really cool box on this. I had mentioned in one of my other videos that I didn't think this had as many bad toys, or toys I couldn't sell rather. Unfortunately, I think it's kind of catching up, and you're gonna see 20, 25% of these toys that are unsellable. Sad face. That's kind of the number that's been pretty consistent across all these buys. It's 20 to 25%. If you were doing a different type of store, that might work. but we only sell new in-box toys. So if there's stuff missing out of it, we don't put it on the shelf. It's just not our thing. We got really busy. I didn't get a chance to get a whole lot done today. Did get some of that cleared out. Started getting stuff on the new shelving and straighten the front up a little bit. We did get really busy, so I'll have to pick it up tomorrow. I think we're gonna leave this right here. I'm gonna call it a night. Until next time, I will see you later. Peace.